Learn to accept your insecurities. That should be the title of today's video. Before I get into today's video, I got a quick disclaimer I want to get out real quick before we get into it. This video is not scripted or bullet pointed down or anything like that. So this is going to be just straight off the dome and something I want to get off my chest and just come on here and talk about real quick. And, I am not a mental health counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a relationship counselor. This is just something, I just want to come on here and get my 2 cents about real quick. That I just feel like I want to speak on, you know what I mean? So if you feel like this may not be, a good enough help, then please, by all means, go and seek the professional help that you need to deal with this situation that, is occurring within your life. But with that being said, I won't waste no more time, so we just gonna get straight into it. Like I said, the title of today's video, Learn to Accept Your Insecurities. And this is not only good just for yourself and your overall well-being, mentally, physically, spiritually, but as far as relationship-wise, whether you choose, not even whether you choose, it don't even matter. Whatever, sexuality you identify as, or just, as far as, it being platonic, just being kind of like a friend, obviously, just a regular friendship. I didn't mean to say that, but platonically, you know what I mean, as far as just a regular friendship. So, this could be used as a serious sexual relationship, when you date somebody, or just, when it comes to you and maybe a friend. But like I said, I feel like this is good not only for individual, you as an individual, as a person, but when it comes to the relationships within your life. Because when you let the insecurities that you have build you and make you into the person that, you turn out to be, you know what I mean? You let that mold you and shape you, and let that be a part of your identity and who you are as a being. I feel like it hinders your capability of being able to just be at full love and acceptance within yourself, and being able to express yourself fully without a burden on your shoulder. And you may be asking, what do you mean by that as far as expressing yourself? Just being able to, not feel that insecurity, and maybe the jealousy that maybe come behind it. Like, just, like I said, as an individual, or when it comes to, different relationships, whether that's platonic or, an actual sexual relationship, or just dating, to put it in that way, because I don't want to, get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized yet. But, yeah, just in that type of, in either type of way. Because I feel like you're not able to be able to just express yourself in, as far as, like I said, mentally, physically, spiritually. Insecurities just don't have to be one classification when it comes to one thing. It could be mentally, physically, or spiritually, you know what I mean? Something that you feel like that could be worked on, and something that, you're not at full acceptance of yet, but you can be able to build yourself up to be able to come to full acceptance of yourself by, understanding that that doesn't mold you or shape who you are as a person, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be justifying your self-worth based off of the things that you may not have, a full, like strong point in, or a full confidence in, you know what I mean? Just that full understanding of it, you know what I mean? You shouldn't let those things dictate who you are as a person and overall your worth. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it could be, just the smallest thing ever that can cause you to be able to, just overall not even be able to connect, and just worsen your mental health, and just not be able to have a good enough relationship as you could with yourself because of that thing. You know what I mean? And that could pertain to anything, because like I said, it's different type of classifications for it. But for example, let's say if you got big lips like me, you know what I mean? Um, it's not something I'm necessarily too insecure about, but it's just an example that anybody can use, you know what I mean? And this is physical, because I feel like this is probably the thing that people have the most problem with, you know what I mean? Now, sit back and think about it in hindsight, and think about it at the end of the day. Does it really matter what people think about, the size of my lips? And, does it really matter at the end of the day that this is more important than who I am as a person and what I bring, to, conversations and things like that, and bringing value and things like that into life? And I'm not trying to say that in any cocky way. I'm just saying that in general, you know what I mean? If you sit back and think about all the stuff that you faced, all the adversity that you overcame, all the things that, you are talented at, your natural talents in which you were blessed with by God, and, all the things that, you just overall good at, and, just have a talent for, and know the things that you've been through, you'll sit back and think like, oh, like I'm really letting that dictate who I am when I've been through, all these things and overcome all these adversities, and, I got all these great qualifications to who I am as a human being, you know what I mean? Not just some little thing that, that's not even worth, or not even at the level at, who you are as a human being. You know what I mean? And this takes time. This is not something that can be done overnight. You know what I mean? It's going to take time with you going in and doing deep inner shadow work, and really, healing that trauma that may have come from, your insecurities, throughout your whole life. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. But if you stick with it, and, you face that adversity, and you persevere and try to overcome that, then I feel like, it's just going to make you 15 times better as a human being, not only when it comes to you individually, but when it comes to relationships and life with other people. You know what I mean? And that's why I think, you should just, learn to love it. You know what I mean? Because it's not who you are as a person. You know what I mean? It's something so minute and minuscule, that can just hinder you, so much. You know what I mean? And, that's just what I really wanted to come on here and talk about real quick, and just get across real quick. And like I said earlier in the video, as a disclaimer, I'm not a psychologist, a mental health counselor, a love counselor, or anything like that, as far as the relationship side of what I was talking about, excuse me, when it comes to, being in a relationship. But I just wanted to come on here and just say that, and let me know if it's anything else I could have said and elaborated on better. And let me know some things down below in the comments that, you can do to help, further, and be able to grow and learn to love and accept yourself more, so you don't have to deal with the problems of, worrying about insecurities. And this is something that I'm dealing with myself. You know what I mean? I'm very big on practicing what I preach, so I don't want to come on here and give false narratives at all. As far as when it comes to the topics that I want to come on here and talk about, and how they pertain to me in my life, in general. You know what I mean? It's not easy, like I just said not too long ago, but you know, if you go in and do the deep shadow work, you could definitely be able to overcome the whole situation, and just be able to you know overcome it, and just be happy, and be just be beautiful, you know what I mean, with who you are um as a person. So with that being said, peace out.